Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Queen's Wish the Conqueror. We are in Rouche Crossing. I just cleared out some bandits in the basement of this abandoned inn, and there are some gamels waiting for us, apparently. And it very much looks like this is going to be a fight. We're not in the best possible shape, but let's see if we can do this. If not, we can... Oh, really? I was totally expecting at least some dialogue with them. With two named people among them. Well, I guess not then. Oh, hey, there we go. That's strange how they initiate combat first and then start talking. Another member of the Gamel clan getting in your way, yes. The history of Haven is full of vessels engaged in meaningless acts of resistance, but this band of swamp warriors is truly exceptional in its persistence. This warrior is utterly soaked in mud and swamp slime. She points her spear at you. Halt, Havenite! Intruder! I'm Runner Ingun. You thought you had escaped our lands, didn't you? No. I wasn't really thinking about you much at all. I think you're taking yourselves maybe a little bit too seriously, but okay. We will turn you back now. Our lost clanmates will be avenged. I suppose that sentiment is understandable, but it's not going to help you much. I wonder if this scene would be different if we had actually attacked their fortress, their main base first. But then again, I guess this dialogue would make sense after we did that even more than it does now, if anything. So, yeah, I don't know if it really makes a difference. Either way, I was going to visit the capital first and make contact with the what's the other clan called? The one currently in power? Whatever, doesn't matter. So, yeah, well, I suppose we'll deal with this now, whether or not it would have happened. Either way. How in the known world did you get here? On foot? How would they have gotten here? Ganon clan. I'm sick of you people. I mean, yes, honestly, a little bit. You know what? Let's be relatively neutral here. I don't feel as personally engaged in this conflict between them and us as she seems to be. So just get out of my way. No, we are taking a stand. Swamp water drips off of her and pools around her boots. Did they swim through the... Maybe that's actually what's implied here. Maybe they swam through the fen. There was no reason to, because they could have just, used the roads, I guess, but... Oh well. Couldn't you have cleaned yourself up a little bit before talking to me? I mean, if there was ever a time and place to just openly insult them, this is it. But still, so what do you want? To stop you. Turn back, Havenite. Turn back now. You will not corrupt our king with your bribes. Leave or die. I'm not planning to corrupt your king. I was planning to help the current underdog clan to take the power, but whatever. Don't you want to hear what Haven can give you? Obviously not. We have a treaty with you, Atantuo. You will obey it. Actually, I should make an example of you. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna try and be diplomatic here. Don't you want to hear what Haven can give you? No, you can make us wealthier. You can let us visit your beautiful lands, but it's not worth our freedom. The Accompany lead the Accompany, none else. And yeah, that's not really gonna change, though. She plants her spear in the mud. Take a step forward, and we will kill you. I mean, again, you've already initiated combat. That was not me. So, yeah, this is what? Oh, it was her turn again. Did she get her turn twice in a row? Well, that was a waste then. Although, it is... I don't know, does it help? If Blessing and Haste are stacked twice? Maybe it does, actually. I've never done it on purpose, but I guess it's not just the duration that stacks, or in fact it's not the duration that stacks at all for debuffs, or for buffs or debuffs. It's just multiple applications. So maybe that's actually not a terrible thing. Maybe not exactly necessary for this particular encounter, but... Can I charge at the shaman? I can. Okay, that might be useful. What I was really trying to do back then, because I thought for sure that it must be Calic's turn, is just slow them all down. And yes, I know Atantuo was in the middle of them, but he actually resisted? Oh, that's cool. I think he did, right? Wait. No, this one actually resisted. This one too? Annoying. That's fine. Some wild wolves there. I think we're gonna take out the shaman first. Seems like a reasonable approach. Okay. Oh, hey, right, he was already damaged. Oh god. And he took even more damage from something? From what, though? Oh, he is bleeding very heavily. Holy crap. Well, he can't heal himself, so... I'm just gonna pray, I guess. I could use a fireball. Atantuo is missing some health, though. I mean, this is not gonna kill him. And this is too satisfying not to do. Oh my god, that was a lot of damage. Yeah. Take one step. Do that. I should have used the healing potion. He was actually killed. You know what? I played this in the stupidest way possible. That's entirely on me, actually. Thing is, I cannot revive, and normally I would roll with it. I really should. This is entirely on me. I should not have fireballed there. That was just... I couldn't help myself. You must understand, certainly. I could top him off first. You know what? I could also just refill mana right now. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna top him off. I could have used group heal to heal everybody for just 2 mana, but I think we're gonna be fine either way. Oh, and this time we don't start combat first. Whatever. I'm gonna use the same combat options, dialogue options as before. Because it obviously does not matter in the slightest. Okay, well, they get blessed first. That's an unfortunate start, but yeah, also that person charging forward, not ideal at all. Actually, this sucks a lot. But oh, right. And this time we don't get to be hasted first. Maybe... Okay, that actually worked on all of them. And Atantuo did indeed resist this time. That's good. Thing is... Blessing's not gonna reach him. Oh man, this is so unfortunate. You know what? No, I'm not gonna take that. That was... I mean, I did make stupid decisions, but the starting conditions were so much worse this time around. Get out of my way. Whoops. Whatever. Honestly, it doesn't even matter what I pick here. Just to make sure that we actually all get our buff, I'm gonna start with that. And you are going to... I suppose what you could do in this situation is... make most of them bleed? Like so. Give them a taste of their own medicine. You should strike bleeding even more. At least just stay roughly clumped together like that. Okay. You know what? Let's not charge down the shaman. So I can more freely use AoE attacks. That's actually the much smarter thing to do. Can have you step forward and maybe even deal some damage to the shaman. Now they're all not slowed, but they're also about to die, so I guess I'm gonna use the fireball again in a much safer manner this time around. We should hopefully be okay doing it that way. Let's see here. Is she gonna die from bleeding? I mean, oh, this one's only bleeding once, only bleeding once. Let's just go for a heavy blow on the shaman, and maybe with any luck, Kalik is gonna get another turn to finish them all off. Suppose you just heal everyone and cure at least some of those debuffs. Oh, they're persistent. Why don't you take out that stupid poisonous serpent? And you will... well, I guess... let's Since I don't have to worry about my resources, I'm just gonna do this again. You know what? This one's gonna die anyway. Oh, hey, this... so much for that, huh? I guess more of them are coming out of the swamp. But all their named people are dead. Both their named people. Take out the wolfies. And the last of these guys before he actually got around to doing anything. We're gonna move to intercept those guys, except they're... one of them is a ranger. Oh hey, there are some more of them. I mean, so long as that's the only... those are the only reinforcements they get, we should still be fine. Obviously, I suppose I really didn't want to be so wasteful with my resources after all. But we are gonna be fine, I'm sure. Nice one. That's almost a one-shot. Actually, they... oh yeah, they really don't have many hit points at all. Can almost get them all. Almost, but not quite. Well, I can get 3 of them, killing off the one that's in front here. Sure. I'm feeling very fireball-y today, I guess. Fireballsy, you could say. They never really stood a chance here. Can I charge? Can't rush. No. Well then, start walking, I guess. I should have just... oh, wait, okay, that first shot dealt a lot of damage, I just realized. And you are unfortunately mostly out of options. Well, we can slow them all down to make this a little bit safer to deal with. You could heal him, but I guess I'm gonna try and do it like this for now. Heavy blow. Should finish that one off. I really should have shot one of those because... well, it's okay. Really? No clear path still? Maybe I should have you heal yourself. Yeah, things are getting maybe a little bit too dicey here. Might as well heal twice. Oh, come on. Could have been a kill, I think. And I keep attacking the one that's closest to my warrior when I really shouldn't, if I want him to get any kind of hit in. You know what? Still a smart thing. I just shoot the guy. Because he's really just about as effective with a bow as he is with a spear. Okay. Oh, how much longer? 6 more turns. Holy crap, that's a persistent debuff. Okay, well that was really, really dirty. In all kinds of ways. Oh hey. Another wild wolf. Ah, so close. Oh, at least it didn't make us bleed or anything. If it even can do that. Wouldn't be surprised if it could. I wasn't paying attention before. If those wolves we fought even did anything. Armor band, yeah, I mean armor is quite good, but as usual, not good enough for me to actually consider using. Oh, really? I should have just backed out of here. Well, I mean, we regained some energy, so we might be good. There's a smithy and warehouse on the north side of the road. As you start to pass, the doors fly open. Unsurprisingly, the last of the Gennel soldiers staged another ambush here. I should not be surprised, but I guess I was after all. Good job, game. You can't imagine how they think they will be more successful than the rest of the clan. The Acantosh are insanely stubborn. I mean, that they are. No doubt about that. Do we have any actual boss here? No, just... okay. Okay, never mind. The Forged have lots of hit points, okay. Everyone else is pretty squishy. Oh god. once again, we have lots of them. And of course, being in the middle of a pincer attack is never beneficial, to say the least. Well, I kind of have to do this. We're taking pretty severe damage here. It's so annoying how her group curing spell does not successfully or not reliably get rid of debuffs. But it's what it is. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Well, unfortunately it missed one of the squishy guys who would otherwise be close to death at this point. I'm gonna take out the shaman here. Thanks for hitting, actually. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on one group here. Fear, huh? That's annoying. Fear removed, though. Wait, no? Fear not removed. Oh boy. Well, once again, I deserve that. I should have at least saved the game, if not backed out of the place. Because we were not in great shape. I was just not expecting another fight here. That's all there is to it. Well, you can do this again. Okay, good. I mean, we might still win this one. Okay, good. Annoying, of course. You had to do one last annoying thing. And unfortunately, the summon creature is not gonna disappear with its master. Oh, this guy is getting so lucky with the dodges here. Okay, but then he did not get lucky and was actually one-shot. That kind of makes up for it, I suppose. Okay. Well, you're bleeding, but yeah, you're not gonna die from it. Yikes. Should I risk saving now? Okay, bleeding is gone. We are still alive. Kithara is unconscious, I guess. Don't suppose there are any Ganals left here. Wouldn't make sense for them to not throw everything they've got at us at this point. Can't get there? Oh, well, so much for that. Why did these guys stay up here? Who knows? Well, I saved outside, you know. So obviously this is far from ideal. But I want to see if I can still somehow do it. Ideally without using too many resources. Okay. Who was that? Just a runner who cleaved, or... Actually, we got hellhounds here. If I could hit all of them with one of those attacks, I would. Oh, well, they're bleeding, yeah. That one's gonna die. Hellhound is slowed, so yeah, finished them off. We did cleave too. Okay. Nice critical. Unfortunately, no damage over time. It's tempting to use my fan of knives here, but I think I'm gonna not kill our own party member here. Yeah, you can also just do this, ensure that the Hellhound dies. And that guy died too. There's another enemy around the corner, unfortunately, but it seems like that might be the last one. Okay, that's a shaman. I guess a shaman alone isn't super dangerous. It's more about the various buffs, and of course summoning another freaking serpent as a last parting gift here. And now she's not going to be able to attack it because range, and she can't get away from it. Well, she can switch to her axe. Like that. Alright, no big deal. And we get a Scroll of Calling, which I might just... actually, no. I guess I could sell it at this point, because we have a couple of them, but I could also just, you know, use one, because they actually are quite helpful. Having that extra distraction is pretty useful more often than not. Alright, now we're finally done here. My god, I was not expecting this place to give me as much trouble as it ended up doing. But that was entirely my own fault. I wonder... I don't know. I thought I wanted to do something that I forgot to do. Maybe I was just thinking about the Scroll of Calling and who to actually give it to. You have one. You have two, actually. Now you have one. I think I'm just gonna put that in someone's reserve inventory. I don't need that many people being able to call reinforcements. At last you reached the far end of this land bridge. Yeah, that was more trouble than it should have been. The rental safety of Borgenlands is just ahead of you. You see a lot of people on the road walking toward you, innkeepers and merchants, travelers and artisans. They ran off when the Gandalf showed up. Now that the fighting is ending, they're returning to their posts. Okay. And we got our experience. Thankfully, Cathara did not actually miss out on it. Are we going to have a merchant here? Oh yeah, actually we do. The head blacksmith drops everything to tend to you. She's squat, muscular, and entirely serious. The Havenite. It is an honor. Ukantish iron is the finest, and we like to show it off. I am Arnora. You weren't here the first time I passed through. No, the Gannel drove us off. Said they were ambushing you, and they wanted to move us. They wanted us moved to safety, so we went. Makes sense. What clan are you from? I am Borgen, and proud of it. Still, I make weapons. I don't use them. We aren't warriors. I make weapons. I don't use them. We aren't warriors here, for the most part. We had to do what they said. Yeah, I don't blame you, if you were thinking that. Weren't you afraid that they would rob or kill you? No, they said they wouldn't. The Gannel are mad, but they're true to their words. Okay, if you say so. Not sure if I would trust their word that much. Well, let's first sell some things. Like, yeah. I feel a bit bad about it, but, you know. I'm just being realistic. And this, having more augmentation slots. If it were rune slots, you know, if I could use them offensively, I just don't think I can. Maybe I should confirm that. Because if you can do that, if you can actually use them for runes, for extra offensive bonuses, then this might be worth considering. I mean, the Vicious Strikes, I'm sure, is nice, but then again, maybe it's time for an upgrade. I guess I'm gonna hold on to it after all. Yeah, and as I said, it's tempting to sell this, but it doesn't sell for that much in the first place, so yeah. Oh, and she just sells iron bars. Not much of a blacksmith, are you? Just selling your raw materials? Yeah, we've already been here. Let's see if they actually have some sort of leader around here. I mean, I guess they wouldn't. It's not really a town, it's just an inn. Lifolf? That's a name. Now that the Gannel raiders are gone, the inn is full of drinking and carousing Okatish travelers. Well, that was fast. The floor is caked with swamp mud, and the mildew smell is overpowering. Yet the cheery mood is infectious. It is a massacre. It's as if a massacre didn't just happen outside. The innkeeper walks up to you and nods. Bet you're tired after all that mud spray. I'm Lifolf. I'll fill your belly, and we have an open room for 5 gold. Yeah, you know what? I could just quick travel back, but for role-playing reasons, let's say that we are gonna rest here as quickly as possible to nurse our unconscious party member back to health. So yeah, I'll take that room. So I was attacked by some Gannel, by the way. We saw, cleaned up the bodies, threw them into the muck. The snakes got them. Bad business. Cost us a day's profit, they did. Stupid Gannels. Okay. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you're not friends of them. Also, although I suppose you would say that, no matter what, after what we did to them. What clan are you from? Oh, the Hans clan? Hansei clan? From the deep swamp up northwest. You haven't heard of us. We're pledged to the Borgen. Okay. How did they take over the land bridge? They came and told us to leave. Said they wouldn't hurt us or steal our stuff. They just wanted to be left alone with you. Why didn't you fight them? He laughs. We'll take your business, but we know what you outsiders think of us. None of us will lift a finger to protect you. No, anything you need? Wow, that's pretty blunt. Okay, well, what goods do you offer? Honestly, you know what? I don't really want anything from you anymore. I changed my mind. Well, I'm still gonna take the rest here because we need it. Welcome back. Okay. Suppose there wasn't anyone else to talk to? Nope. And no. Well, there's the stairs down. Okay, I did not refill that container, unfortunately. Okay, well, at least this place is now cleared and we can travel through it undisturbed in the future, hopefully. Now let's see. Homeworn East. Rouche Crossing West, yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's literally outside, but okay. Jin to the west, of course. Okay, save the game. Let's see here. Well, we know about Nagafen, but I'm not gonna head there straight away, I guess. I think I just want to go ahead and travel to the Homeworn right away. You're entering the most civilized, densely settled of the Okatish lands. The soil here is adequate for decent crops, and there are farms everywhere. For once, your passage doesn't cause huge notice. Important clan leaders and ambassadors pass through here all the time, heading north to the Homeworn and the king of the Okatish. Okay. Ambassadors from where, though? From other clans? Not that our little traveling party here is, you know, worthy of much fanfare. Obviously, it's just the four of us. This is the wealthiest and most fertile region of the Yukat. This is the land of the Borgin tribe, holders of the crown and leaders of this swampy land. Some of the farmers are almost friendly. To the northeast, an enormous spire of rock sticks up out of the mire. The road leads straight to there. Okay. So here, I guess? You're almost to the Homeworn. It is appropriate for this strange land that the royal palace is a giant cavern. The gate in is to the north, flanked by the royal guard of the Okatish throne. Okay. When you get close to the gates of the Homeworn, the royal guards step out and block your path. Then they bow and step out of your way. Your path to the king is open. Huh? Oh, we can actually walk all the way in here. Interesting. This valley is the birthplace of the Okatish people. It has been settled for centuries. When a few starving families of swamp folk banded together for safety so many years ago and formed the first clan of the Yukat, this was their fortress. You are surrounded by people passing in and out of inns, workshops, and tunnels in the rock. Your presence draws stares everywhere you go, but people are calm. They are used to important visitors. Certainly not as important as I, though. To the north, you see massive wood and iron doors in the cliff wall. This is the entrance to the Homeworn. King Borgin the 53rd is waiting for you. And who are you? An Okatish merchant has set up shop out of his wagon at the end of this path. He greets you when you approach. I'm honored by your visit, Havenite. I'm Dolus. How can I help you? Well, that depends. Sure, I'd like to know more about the Homeworn, I guess. It is a civilized place. Our leader, King Borgin, has tried his entire life to make the Okatish worthy of the respect of the known world. The savages out in the far swamps, like the Brock clan, don't care about this. Our king sees the future. Okay. Let me see your wares, I guess. Silver neck piece. Huh. I mean, it's good to know that we can potentially buy one here if it turns out that it's actually useful. Cottage stuff. Yeah, well, thanks, but no thanks. Okay, well, the Homeworn has been officially discovered. I wonder, should I look around just a little bit more or enter right away? I suppose I can enter. After wandering for weeks through the strange land, it is hardly surprising that the royal seat is in a cave, not a castle. At least the cave might be easier to keep dry and clean. This is the Homeworn, held by the most powerful of the Okatish clans. In this case, the Borgin clan. Their huge, heavily defended gates are to the north. Well, we're slowly getting there, only interrupted every 2 steps by text messages. Resting place. Oh. As in final resting place, I guess. Judging by all the bones. Mushroom garden. Nice. Okay. Hello. Fortunately, the home-worn gates are open to you. Many royal guards in plate armor and wielding halberds watch silently as you pass. Some of them aim ballistas at you. While the West Battalion could probably seize the home-worn with heavy losses, your small band just doesn't have that sort of strength. Whatever you achieve in here, it will be with diplomacy. Okay. I wonder, though, if I actually do end up siding with the Brock clan, will I not have to take this place by force? How would that even be possible? If they just close the gates, we should really be out of luck. Well, I guess we'll worry about that when it comes to it. You enter an enormous cavern. Once, hungry, desperate Ukatish hid in here. Now it is the seat of their government. Merchants and diplomats constantly come in and out. Guards are everywhere. You see the gleam of a huge forge to the west. Someone is waiting for you to the north. It's an old woman in threadbare but clean robes. At last, some official has come to greet you. At last. Sage Noyal, I guess? Lord Joven, hello? Oh, yeah, okay, Noyal. The Borgin sage walks up to you. She seems like a very old woman, but she might not be. These swamps have a way of aging people prematurely. With difficulty, she kneels to you. Welcome, Prince Atantuo of Haven. I am Sage Noyal, honored advisor to King Borgin the 53rd. He welcomes you to the Homewarren, seat of power for the Ukat and the Borgin clan. Thank you for the kind greeting. Of course, we of the Borgin clan are clean, polite, and sophisticated. Not like the others of our kind. We have been making ready for you for some time. We have prepared a banquet in your honor. A banquet? Really? Yes, our chefs have prepared meals from all over the known world, which we learned about from our books. Minor lords and ladies have come from all over Borgin lands. The king insists that you let him honor you and display the new sophistication of the Ukatish. I mean, who would deny a banquet to one's honor? Sure, I would be honored. Sage Noyal smiles. I'm relieved. Much work has gone into this. Many have traveled a long way. My king is determined to make this display. All is almost ready. In the meantime, chambers appropriate to your station have been prepared. Where are the chambers? She points to the northeast. Okay. Quest. Named after the king. Quarters for honored guests are there. Northeast, okay. Your chambers are the northernmost. Rest from your journey and clean up. We will be ready soon. This is probably the first time an Ukat ever told a Havenite to clean up. Now, excuse me. I must look in my books for new recipes. She walks off to the north. The gate opens for her, allowing her upstairs. Then it closes behind her. Fair enough. Who are you? Lord Joven? One of the minor lords of the Borgin clan is walking around this cavern inspecting the wagons and goods. His status is low enough that he still has mud on his boots, but you can see the ambition in his eyes. As you wander around the chamber, he falls in step behind you. Welcome, Prince. We, the Borgin, want to be good hosts. Are you enjoying your visit to our great halls? I mean, I haven't really had much of a chance to enjoy or not enjoy myself, but sure, I guess so far it's been fine. Maybe even a pleasant surprise. I'm glad. I am Lord Joven of the Borgin. We want to have profitable relations with Haven. He leans close. For example, my clan is very eager to sell our iron. Very, very eager. We want to help those who can help us solve the problem. Solve this problem. What problem? Alright, nice to meet you. Goodbye. Sure. Tell me more, I guess? He lowers his voice. I know that every young noble can always use a bit more gold. Royalty can be so stingy, can't they? He is right. Mother often gets irritated and cuts your allowance. Aren't we kind of past the point of having to rely on our allowance? Oh well. If you make sure your forts buy our iron at a fair price, I will make sure some of the payment goes to you, quietly, personally. Yeah, you know what? As much as I could use some extra gold right now, this is a little bit too blunt for my tastes. Sorry, I'm a prince. I don't engage in petty corruption. He jumps back. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. Please excuse me. I have some urgent business. He bows and walks off to the south. An hour later, you consider whether you should tell King Borgin about this lord's mischief, when you realize that you have entirely forgotten his name. No, I have not. His name was Joe something. Joe Star. No. Hello. Okay, we're supposed to be to the northeast, right? So obviously we want to look around. Elsewhere first. Royal chambers. Is that where the where the banquet is going to be held? My God. I really cannot talk today. I mean, as if that's different from any other day. Literally any other day. Oh, Melis? Melis, I guess. Let's not pronounce your name Melis. This is a trading post, but it's also a showcase. Visitors to the home warren can come to this shop and see the finest of Ukatish leatherwork, herbcraft, and such. The lady in charge has done her best to reduce the odor of the leather and keep her dress and floors clean, but the swamps of the Ukat only allow so much. Welcome, Prince. I'm Melis. Please allow me to show the goods of the Ukat. What sort of things do you trade? Prince, those outside our lands look at us and see dirty swamp folk. They don't realize that our mire provides valuable goods. We want to trade them for medicine and other supplies. Even the Vol and the Ariel, for how much they hate us, still trade with us. The nations of Sacramentum trade with each other? How outrageous. How unheard of. We do. Not much. There was a lot of trade when Haven held the wild center of the land and kept the roads safe. These days there is trade, but little. Okay, so she's indirectly acknowledging that Haven's presence was beneficial. How do you get medicine and supplies out here? It's hard. It's risky to send caravans through. We use barges and ships, but nobody on Sacramentum is so great at making them. I mean, that's something you could work on improving, I guess. That won't make many things a lot easier, but okay. Haven is the master of that craft. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what you sell. Oh, I'm sorry, Prince. The word came down from the king. I can buy, but I can't sell. My job, he says, is to show you what the Ukat can offer you. Show we're a civilized people now. Okay. Well, in that case, goodbye. And here we have the War on Arms. Huh? There we go. Got that. Gold, that's not mine. Get out of here. Gustan, this shop showcases the finest in Ukatish ironwork. As befits their unique style, the weapons aren't attractive. They are, however, practical, sturdily made, and vicious. The merchant here is a retired blacksmith, and he still shows a lot of muscle. He bows to you. I'm Gustan, Prince. You're welcome here. Haven's long valued our iron. This is where we trade our best pieces, to honored visitors. Except that you're probably not allowed to trade with me either, if I had to guess. Tell me about Ukatish ironwork. Our weapons are like our people, ugly and twisted, and others look down on them. Yet they always work, always do the job. The secret is iron from our land. The secret is iron from our land. The secret is iron from our land is better. Nobody knows why. Then there is this forge. What is special about this forge? It's the first great Ukatish forge. Our people settled here because of the safety of this cave. The fumarole outside, it kept us warm, and when we were just people of the muck, It is sacred in its way. How is it sacred? It's where we first learned to work our iron. We needed the heat of it. Our iron, it's where all of our wealth and safety comes from. This is a special place. To me, it's the heart of our people. You can see the pride clear on his face. Okay, I mean, that makes perfect sense to me. I want to buy equipment. I'll show it all. The king wants us to show how valuable our goods are. However, I'm not allowed to sell anything to you until Haven has a deal with the bargain. What I was told, and I can't disobey the king. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. I've come to expect this kind of thing, since it literally was the same thing with the Vol. Okay, well, let's take a look at the guest quarters, I guess. So this would be our room then. The Ukatish have prepared a private guest room for you. It is surprisingly warm and clean. Really? No mud everywhere? Anywhere? Even? King Borgen is determined to show his guests that the Ukatish can be good hosts. Okay. Oh, hey, and we'll get our next report. And of course there is more theft in the vault, because, I mean, why wouldn't there be? But again, we're making some profit, except for Quicksilver, but that cannot really be helped. Yeah, definitely feeling a lot better about all of my resources, including gold. It's been recovering pretty quickly. We also did get a lot of money in Rouche Crossing. You wake up from a much-needed rest. Well, not really, because we just rested before. If I had known about this free rest, I guess I would have dragged Kithara with us all the way here, but, you know, again, role-playing reasons, I guess. The room is warm and the bed was clean and comfortable. It's the best sleep you've had since you arrived in the Ukatish swamp, although it was a little bit crowded with all four of you sharing one bed, but, you know. Decent wine and a loaf of white crusty bread were brought while you were out. Aren't we going to attend a banquet? Oh well. A note was left for you. You read it. Hope you're clean and rested. The banquet is prepared. King Morgan expects you upstairs soon. Please don't delay. Sage Noyal. Alright, well, you know what? Let's just head there right away. We are at the 40-minute mark, though. It's okay. Let's attend the banquet. I cut the previous episode short a little bit. Let's risk it for this one. You emerge into the grand feasting hall of the Home Warren. The stone walls of the cave have been meticulously carved over the years, making a massive arched chamber that is alien and yet strangely lovely. Then someone filled it with art. Lots and lots of expensive art, obtained from any possible source. An odd jumble of statues and paintings, few of them any good. Okay, few of them any good. Cover every available surface. No Havenite back home would be impressed. When you enter, there is a long silence. The assembled lords and ladies of the Borgin clan, along with a few honored guests, watch your every move. An empty table has been reserved for you in front of King Borgin. Well then. There he is. No one else has a name here. Runner Flegg. Never mind. Lady Arcella. Okay. Just want to see how much the game lets me look around here. Oh, we can enter the kitchen, I guess. Don't mind me, King. We're just notoriously curious. Okay. Ooh, tempting, but I suppose it wouldn't be a terribly good idea to start stealing from the king before the banquet even started. This empty table has been set aside for you, just below the main table for the king and his advisors. All in attendance watch you carefully, wondering if you will sit down and the feast can begin. Keep walking around. Yeah, I mean, you really should sit down. I don't know, should we have addressed the king before doing so? No. I guess it's gonna happen either way, according to some kind of protocol that we should know about. I don't know about it, but my character should. You sit down and the feast begins. Alas, it is a copy of the interminable diplomatic feasts you hated so much back home. Why did you Countess have to copy this part of your culture? Delia loves it, but you... Sage Noyal and an assortment of lesser Borgin nobles make brief statements about their desire to work with Haven. The food is careful copies of dishes from other lands of the known world, except that they aren't very good. Really? They look right, but they're dull and bland. At last, King Borgin the 53rd rises. He raises a golden goblet to toast you. Just stare. I mean, let's stay friendly for now. Toast back. He is gratified. He takes a deep breath and begins to talk for a long time. As he speaks, the Okantish shift in their chairs. No food has been brought out, and they are quite hungry. Wait, what? I thought we already ate, and it wasn't very good. Make up your mind, game. Listen to the speech. King Borgin says, while looking at his fellow clan members, It has been many years since the calamity drove Haven from our shores. At first we rejoiced. We were free again. Our swamps and marshes were wholly ours again. Then the old ways returned. The clan wars, the cowardly attacks of the Gannel and the Brock. Attacks from the Brock? I suppose. The loss of trade, the shortages of medicines and art, and books and training, and the other gifts the known world brought us. Keep his name. Now Haven has returned. We are simple swamp folk no longer, but civilized, ambitious people. We will not be servants of Haven, but we can deal with them as full, proper people. You know, I totally agree with that. The Borgin cheer. King Borgin nods to you and sits. There is a long, awkward silence. They clearly expect you to speak. Huh? No, I wasn't going to. Okay, well. I'm sorry, I don't give speeches. That's what I would say in real life, because I really don't. But, you know what? I can't blame them for wanting that. And honestly, okay, I know I said that I was probably going to support the Brock clan because, you know, underdogs and all that. On the other hand, though, right now there really isn't any open conflict, right? I mean, I suppose there are conflicts between the different clans, but the distribution of power is very clear and settled right now. Unlike in the Vol, where there was civil war brewing before we even arrived. And if I choose to support the Brock clan, I'll have to overthrow the ruling Borgin clan, only for the sake of, I don't know, giving the underdog a chance to prove themselves, I guess. But at what cost? It certainly doesn't seem like the Borgen clan is ruling through is basically a terror regime or anything. Not even close. Maybe they're trying a little bit too hard to replicate the Havenite culture, but that is hardly worth of, that's hardly a crime that's punishable by death, and that's what it's going to come down to if I decide to not side with them. So I'm thinking more and more that it might be the most beneficial to everyone involved to just support them, except, to basically treat them as equals as much as the game allows me. Pretty much what he said here, what the king said here. So I'm definitely going to give a friendly speech no matter what. That's just what I have been thinking for, I guess, the last episode or so. You do your best to give a speech of flattery, admiration, and hope for the future. The Acantish are strangely nervous about this. They can't understand why Haven would be nice to them. I mean, they're nice to us. What did they expect? I guess I don't know. It makes them suspicious. So should I have been threatening to not make them suspicious? That makes no sense. Finally, Sage Noyal says, "Well spoken, Prince. I'm sure we appreciate your kind words. Let the feast begin." Okay, so those words about the food not being very good was just, well, a little bit of a non sequitur, or I don't know. That's probably not the right way to say that. It's just that maybe that part of the dialogue was written before this part, or well, something got mixed up. That's fine. Let's just assume that we're still about to find out how bad it is. Servers bring the dishes out. King Borgen nods and then settles down to eat. At this cue, everyone else digs in lustily. Eat a lot or pick out the food, man. I'm really, really hungry right now, IRL. So I'm just gonna eat a lot. Finally, King Borgen rises one more time. Listen to the king. Okay, quest advanced there. I declare these ceremonies concluded. I and the highest lords and ladies will retire to my throne room to discuss matters with the esteemed Prince of Haven. All others are dismissed. Rapidly, as one, all of the Acantish flow out of the out of the feast hall. The important officials go east. Everyone else goes down the stairs to the north. No, the south. What am I saying and reading here? The feast is over. Now the work begins. Okay, Lady Arcella stayed. The runner did not. Why did she not move over? Is she neither important enough to go to the throne room nor unimportant enough to leave? Okay. Well, you know what? We did attend the feast. However, anything else at this point is definitely going to make this episode a little bit longer than I feel comfortable with. So we're going to take a break here, and we're going to talk to all the officials and the king himself some more, I guess, in the next episode. And maybe that'll help me make up my mind as far as who to support. Because I'm thinking, I mean, for the reasons I just talked about, I would like to, keep bloodshed to a minimum, and the easiest way to do that would to just preserve the status quo instead of trying to overthrow the current government for no real reason, for no real necessity. And I'll see if I maybe can make the king, convince the king to treat the other clans more respectfully in the future. Because that's really the only thing that's going on, right? That the other clans that are not currently ruling are feeling oppressed and treated unjustly in many ways. And I'm sure they're right. I'm sure they are. But yeah, maybe we can change things for the better without throwing everything upside down, basically. But we'll see. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.